Hey, welcome to Blading at Home. Well, I rant about rollerblading things and skate my driveway. So yeah, I remember in the first episode I said that I didn't know how to fucking say rollerblading, and I don't. Like if I knew, fucking somebody else would know because I'm not a genius or anything like that. But I do agree that rollerblading does need more rollerbladers, and I may not know what rollerblading should do, but I know what not to do. So this is how not to get someone to rollerblade or into rollerblading. First and foremost, don't compare it to skateboarding. It's completely different. Like it goes without saying. Like, do not say, oh well, if you skateboard, rollerblading is like skateboarding, or excuse me, you wouldn't say that. You wouldn't like say, oh, if you can skateboard, or if you're too afraid to skateboarding, you should try rollerblading. Like I just don't compare it to skateboarding. Don't say like, oh, well, it's easier, or it's cooler, or you can be more stylish, or it's more underground. Like, just do not fucking compare it to skateboarding. Secondly, do not fucking show them barely dead. Like I've committed this atrocity of basically showing what can be equated to a video about. Well, it's a good video. Like, it's a good skate flick. It's got good interviews. It's a good history piece. It's a great history piece. But don't show 'em Barely Dead as like their first like intro to blading. Like, show them the skate footage. That's always good. Like, nothing like a highlight reel to get someone interested. Like, show them the possibilities, but do not like say, oh, well, this is what the fall rollerblading was. This is why it's so important to me and all this other stuff. Like, don't do that. Like, what's another good one of how not to get someone to rollerblade? Oh, don't just hand them, like, not even hand them. Don't tell them the best skate. Cause it's very subjective. Like, every skate's fucking different. Like, I like Carbon Freeze. I love Shadow, as per last episode. Um, and I can skate Razor Genesis. Like, three different, three completely different fucking skates. Like, there is no like, this is the best. Holy grail, holy shit! You will become a pro rollerblader. You will land all your tricks if you just skate this one skate. There's no such thing. It's just not out there, man. Different tastes, like different strokes for different folks, and like you can't. Like, that's just a very poor choice, because then you can run to the problem of like, oh yeah, well, I skate Sabas, or I skate adapts, the top end skates, like price wise. And if you tell them this is the skate I skate and they see that price, most people are gonna like draw back and pull back and be like, oh no, like, oh shit, like I don't want to skate that skate, like, because it's not even that I can't want to skate. Most kids that ask their parents for their skate, parents are gonna look at them like they're fucking insane. Like, that you can get a new phone for that price, or do you know, like, how much groceries, how much gas money that is? Like, realistically. So don't fucking tell them what the best skate is. Like, don't try to tell them this is the best skate, or you know, or even better, don't tell them like what setup to rock. Like, as far as like wheel setup, like, don't say like, oh well, you should start with freestyle, or you should start with flat, or you should start with anti. Like, because the fun of rollerblading to me, what skate setups was trying new shit. And if you lock them into like, this is the holy fucking grail, like wheel setup or wheel choice, they might turn off to it. Like, if you like me, I skated anti-rocker for goddamn forever, and I started out with flat like most people, because out the box all skates come flat. So, well, back when I got ST80s or TRSs, they were all flat setups. So I skated flat setups until I got anti-rockers, thanks to my game advertising the holy shit out of fucking Higgs Boson anti-rockers. Still the best anti-rockers, bar none. Fuck you if you disagree. Well, then there's the Spicer Crayola ones. Yeah, those are pretty rad. But it was before my time, so Higgs boson or bust. But like, don't fucking like tell them like, because with flat they can stick. Like, yeah, the skating is fun and it's awesome, but that would be like a huge turn off. Or even better if you tell them freestyle for the first one. Like, it's, yeah, you can lock almost everything because it's so huge of a fucking space between the wheels. And yeah, it's easy, but then they're messing out the whole rolling blah, blah, pleasure. I can talk, I promise. But, like, just make recommendations. Like, give them, you know, the options. Some there are options out there. Don't just say like this is the best. Like this is what I skate, or this is what the pro skates. So you should skate this, because that's locking them into a box, dude. Like you don't want to be trapped your whole fucking like right out the gates into like, well, the rollerblader I met was fucking preaching this, that, and the third, and they were ripping because in the eyes of any new person, they'll gravitate toward the most decent skater of the session more often than not. So they're gonna want to emulate them because that's what they know is the best in there, and like you can't like it would be really shitty to just say like try to lock someone into like you have to do this, you have to get this, you gotta buy that, and all this other shit. But yeah, also like don't try to sell them on the dream of sponsorship. Well, no, excuse me. Don't try to like hit them with that bitter reality like out the gates. That's what I'm trying to say, of lack of sponsorship or lack of future rollerblading. Because that's not what fucking any of us got into fucking blading. Like we got into blading based off of shit we saw on ESPN, or from a skate video that our friend had, or from nowadays a YouTube video that was shared by somebody, or like that's how we got into skating. Like you didn't get into fucking skating by like being told that you're gonna be sponsored someday. Like you got into skating because it was fucking fun, dude. Like it looked cool, or you already knew how to rollerblade, or you already knew rollerbladers and stuff like that. Like don't fucking tell them like, dude, like you do this shit, like it's fucked, man. It's all over, man. It's all falling apart around us. Like don't fucking try to crush the dream out the gate. Cause it's fucking pointless, man. That's like people would say like, oh, don't go to college because it's a waste of money, or don't go to college because you won't find your job, like shit like that. Like don't be that dude is what I'm saying. Like don't be that fucking guy. And yeah, like what else? What's another good one to wrap this up? Said setups, said wheel setups, said don't fucking tell them that was for about a the crushing the dream thing. Yeah, like I think those are the four main things I always see, or that I have done, that I've been guilty of, the sins I've been guilty of, like get newer people into rollerblading. Like this is basically what not to do. So yeah, like don't fucking, you're not gonna get anybody into rollerblading by bashing the kid on rec skates. Like everybody's been that kid before. Everybody's known that kid before. Like don't bash a kid for fucking wearing rec skates, because that's all the parents could afford to buy them. And they saw rollerbladers at the skate park once upon a time, and they've been waiting for that moment to see them again or meet them again, or they finally got a setup and they're just trying to get into it. Like don't hate on a kid just because you got rec skates, or even jump from you have rec skates, fucking go spend $300, go get your parents to spend $300, or you used to be a skater, go spend 400, $500 on the top of the line shit. Like no, there's affordable skates out there. There's Blade Trade. There's fucking skate shops that do used skates. Like just be cognizant of that shit, man. Like don't do that. Like don't be that dude. That's all I'm saying. Like, that's the point of all this. Don't be that guy. Yeah. So it's Blaine at home. I'm Das Savant. Um, Updated every week. Well, I have a new episode every week. Try to, as you can tell from this double posting a few days. And subscribe to the channel. More footage, more videos, more different videos besides Bleeding at home soon. And yeah, if you haven't skated today, skate today. Can't skate today, skate tomorrow. That's it. Peace. 30 seconds.